Are we ready? Ready? All right, did you start it?
Yes.
All right. Hello, everybody out there and whatever you're listening to us on Format Land. I'm Steve.
And I'm Chuck.
And this is Steve and Chuck Talk Life Part 3. Today with us we have two very special guests. My friend Mike.
So special.
Hi.
You're an asshole.
And Chuck's girlfriend.
Hi.
That's Sarah. And
hey, we don't fucking swear on this thing.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
hey, watch your goddamn mouth, you son of a bitch.
I know. All right.
Jesus fucking Christ. We got kids watching this shit.
I know, right? Little kids listen to this.
Shit.
Damn.
So anyways.
Fucking
All right. Gotta get this off my chest. Guy Charles we work with has been listening to our other two.
If Charles is on your chest, you have a problem.
On my balls about this whole thing. Well, not on my balls.
He's on your balls?
He's on my balls.
Like,
I didn't know you rolled that way.
Like, he tried making this joke. He's like, yeah, you know that video that I made? I said, yeah. He's like, I'll make another one too. Soon. Kind of like you know, soon. I was thinking about 2 years from now. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Well, we haven't recorded in a while. We have a problem. I'm getting married pretty soon here. And,
Lazy.
When is that going to be?
It's April 13th.
Are you fucking kidding me? I have so much shit to do that day.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, I have my first marathon I got to run.
Yeah,
I have a party I have to go to.
Yeah. Yeah, and snort a lot of coke.
Well, I guess I'm going to invite...
I'm still going.
No,
I'm still going.
No, I'm bringing Pluff now.
No, I'm
going.
I'm
bringing Pluff.
You got to go run a marathon.
You got to marry
No.
I'm bringing Pluff.
It's at 8 o'clock in the morning.
That sucks. I'm bringing Pluff.
You're in my wedding.
I'm going.
Why am I not in your wedding?
Exactly.
I
hurt my feelings.
When is
I was going to... You and my friend Derek were my other two choices. Dude, it's not my fault. It's not up to me.
Son of a bitch.
It's not me.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
Mike and I, a wedding's not about the groom, it's about the bride, man.
Okay,
it's all formality, really.
How many people?
How many people are at the wedding? Standing up? 4 on each side. So I have 4 groomsmen and 4 bridesmaids.
Why don't you just get 2 more girls and add us into it?
Because, it's complicated. Again, it's money. You know how much suits and dresses. It's not up to me. It's up to the bride.
Can you give me a time?
Blame Jessica. Yell at
her.
her.
No, I'm
you want to take my spot? I don't want to pay for that
right now.
friggin' tux. That thing's expensive.
You think you can fit into Mike's tux?
Yeah, it's $150. I didn't want to pay for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Give me like
rent it.
5 years.
That's what I did.
5 years.
Hey.
I like eating. All right. So, anyways,
I still want a time.
Charles is a fellow we work with. He's good.
Hurry up and give her time.
What?
She wants the time.
Time?
Yes, time.
4 o'clock is when the wedding starts. 5 o'clock for the reception.
Plenty of time.
We'll think about it. So, anyways,
you might come.
Charles wants us to bring up this new thing where you can either tweet us or you can Facebook us on our pages.
Yeah, ask us questions. Charles is actually the guy that's working on our website right now, so he's gonna put up a Q&A. Not a Q&A, but message board, so you can message us and
just ask us questions.
Let us know
basically.
if you want us to do something like you like a segment we're doing more, or if you want us to talk about something. Just let us know. Message us. We're always willing to work with fans or just listeners. I don't like to call you guys fans.
But really, do you really want to ask us anything? We're just gonna give you our opinion on stuff. That doesn't make it legal.
Yeah, it's just
Shit.
Are you what? We've restarted this thing like 4 times already, and Chuck was messing us up. But I think that first segment recorded. I think we're recording right now.
We are.
We're going to find out after an hour of listening to this.
Yeah, and then we got to record the entire thing again, where at some point I just flip a table and go home.
I'm so sick.
Don't flip the table. My computer's not here.
I don't care about your stupid Apple computer.
Go flip a different...
Your stupid toy.
Stupid toy.
Okay, anyway, Charles, good guy. Working on the website.
All right, guy.
Website.
Really a dick, actually.
You motherfucker.
I'm just saying.
All right, he's working on our website for free, man. He's an alright guy in my book.
From what I hear about it, he's the reason why I hate our fans. I've never met him or our fans, but
All right. Anyways, okay. Charles has a question for us, like the questions you all can leave on our Twitter or Facebook, and soon to be on our website page.
And Charles has interesting questions.
What is his question for this week?
His question is it okay to sleep with your stepsister or stepbrother?
Not legally, of course, but I mean,
morally.
It might be legally. Morally, is it morally okay?
Wait a minute.
If
this guy, is it Charles asking us this, or somebody he knows?
Does Charles have a stepsister? Is that why he's asking?
Does Charles want to know if we're okay with him sleeping with his stepsister?
I think that's where he went with us.
I'm not alright with him sleeping with my stepsister because I don't have any. But I will. Wait, step or is that no? I'm thinking of in-law.
No, Steve, do not sleep with your stepsister.
Step would be your dad marrying some girl and that being your stepsister.
Yeah, if my dad winds up marrying his girlfriend, she has like a 10-year-old or like an 8-year-old,
girl,
7-year-old daughter.
Now that'd be your stepsister.
Her, Steve.
Yeah, I'm not alright with Charles sleeping with her.
Don't worry, I'm not going to, so we're good.
Yeah, I don't want anybody sleeping.
One, I have a girlfriend, two, no.
But again, this is like the third time we've had this conversation because Chuck keeps screwing it up.
All right, anyways, stop. Enough about me. Anyway. My opinion in this, it's a no-go unless before they actually like start dating.
Even if they're dating before their parents get together.
Like,
I can see that.
if I went to go, if I wasn't dating Sarah right now and I found a girl, we had sex, and the next thing you know, my dad got divorced and went with it. Her mom, I'd be like, all right, cool,
Oh my god, that would be so weird. I'd be like, dude, you're fucking your sister. I would give you so much.
Kind of like Star Wars.
Just look at your dad like you ruined my life.
It's your sister. He's like, yeah, I knew. I've always known. We're kind of like the down south of the galaxy.
All right, Steve, what do you think?
Well, I gotta say, it depends on the age gap. How many years your parents have been married before you start fooling around?
He told me Asian. He told me she's Asian.
She's Asian?
That's
his
what
stepsister?
He told me.
Yes. Well, it depends on the age gap. Again, if you're like...
That's all he told me.
If you're like 30 years old and your stepsister is like 15, I got a problem with it. If you're like 17...
Yeah, that's statutory. Pretty much everybody has a problem with that.
If you're 17 and she's like 12, I got a problem with that. But I mean, if you're both, legal age and... it just develops. Like, you can't really help it. I mean, it's not like having sex with your blood sister. That's perfectly fine. You can sleep with your blood sister. I mean, what? No, yeah. I'm against it for the age gap and how long your parents have been together. Like, it'd be awkward, especially. And you got to think of it. If you start sleeping together and you, like, hook up.
How do you bring it up?
It's like, just awkward. You
just go out there, hey, what, doink?
Yeah, man. Like, you just walk up and you're like, hey, sis. You're looking good.
We cannot tell mom about this.
Damn good.
Like, look at I see you just took a shower, and I was gonna use the shower next, but we could save water. Again, it always depends on age to me.
All right, Mike, what do you think?
If that was the situation where if I was dating a chick and then like my dad married her mom. Every time I would look at him, I'd just be like, I wasn't a freak before you came along.
I wasn't messed up until you made me.
I was just a normal teenager, but now...
You're not even a teenager. We're not teenagers anymore.
I'm just saying, if I was a teenager...
You'd be like, hey, man, we're
like
some
5 years ago,
kids.
Because my parents are married. They've been married for years. They hate each other. I hate them. They hate everybody.
Yeah, everybody
hates
That's
my family.
Great.
Everybody
we're
hates
not
everybody.
Your therapist.
It's a very working family.
We're really, no. Not your
tell me about your problems.
Yeah, we don't want to know about your problems.
Really,
I
here's
just
my
opinion. If you're fucking okay with this.
Here's my opinion of this, of this whole
Stepsister.
situation, which is my opinion of most things.
He gets married, friggin' 17-year-old Asian girl.
Well, I don't know if she's that
young. Attractive.
Yeah, I'd tap that.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's that young.
All right, I couldn't see. I could see it if your parents get married and you're like 15, you shouldn't be sleeping with your sister if you're like 15. But if you're like, say you're 20, you moved out of your parents' house and he gets remarried to a person and you meet her daughter and she's good looking or whatever, I don't have a problem with that. I don't see anything.
Definitely would not marry her though, because that's just more confusion.
When you meet her, your thing goes out. You're like, oh, hello.
Definitely have a one-night
here's
stand.
the thing. What if you get her pregnant? You all of a sudden you get your stepsister pregnant and then your uncle
dad
daddy.
Brother? No, you'd be dad brother.
No, your uncle daddy.
How did you get uncle?
Because if your sister has a kid, hey, you're the uncle. So you would be Uncle Daddy.
Uncle Daddy brother.
Shit.
Uncle Daddy brother.
No, motherfucker.
You wouldn't be the brother.
I'm wrong.
Your kid's
I'm
brother.
wrong.
Uncle Daddy.
Okay.
Uncle Daddy.
You can't be your own kid's brother, stupid.
Yeah. It would be awkward.
You could.
Unless you're I don't even know. Your mom married her kid?
Yeah, your mom. Oh my god. So many twists.
All right, Sarah, stepsister.
I don't know. I like Steve's. I kind of side with Steve. But what I want to know is, let's say my uncle marries some lady, and I think her son is like smoking hot. I wanted to date him. Is that okay?
That has nothing to do with this. Because then you're not stepbrother or step anything.
It'd be cousins.
It would be cousins.
Kinda.
Well, I don't know where the law.
That's more acceptable.
I don't know where the law leads in stepsister or step marriage
I don't
or
think step
cousin
really
marriage.
Matters.
Like cousin, not by blood, but I mean a lot of cousins aren't by blood.
I've actually heard about people doinking with cousins that are like by.
Well, yeah, if you're like down south. Can those
No,
southern
people
Hey,
I
man,
went
this
to
is
school
getting a
with.
little too
People I went to
personal.
school with.
Really?
Yeah.
You know where I come from.
You did. You came from Texas, right?
I had
did.
one friend tell me
You
that
got
he
steers
wanted.
and queers down there, and I didn't see any horns on you.
I had one friend that wanted to join with his cousin, his blood cousin.
His blood cousin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, don't hang around that guy.
Yeah, I mean, I go limits.
He
of
wanted
third-
to, but he didn't do it.
I go limits of third cousins. She's your third cousin out. That's far enough from your gene pool where it's fine to me. I think that's legal standpoint too. I think second cousin's legal, but once you get to third, you can marry your third cousin.
Oh, you know what? I got something related to this. I think my parents are cousins. Like
No.
fifth cousins.
No.
Yeah, they are.
You're so full of
They
shit.
totally are.
Oh my god, I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna be like, so how's your cousin doing? And your dad's gonna be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, your wife, you fucking sicko.
I'm not even kidding you. Like, my dad was like, "Hey, my great grandma is like, this is my great grandma." My mom was like, "No way," because my great grandma, and they're like,
Oh my god.
"Ooh,
Seriously?
let's get
no,
married."
you're not even lying, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh
That's
Hey,
my
we
family.
got a grandma in common. You want to hook up? What the fuck, man?
But they're like extremely distantly related, and like 28th cousins.
Mike, you should be worried, man. I've seen pictures of your dad when he was younger, like on the wall, and he's in the military. He was pretty skinny when he was younger.
Yeah, Steve,
He's not.
I already know because I've met his dad, his real dad.
Yeah.
They look exactly identical, which
That's-
means I'm gonna look just like my dad,
You're
and
gonna grow a
I already
mustache.
hate myself for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be your shooting buddy.
Yeah,
and
I'm
we
gonna
get
shave.
together
I'm gonna
and
shave
shoot.
my head and grow out a mustache, and hate my kids.
All right, that's a good plan. That's a good life goal right there.
Yeah, it seems to work out for him.
Anyway, so next topic. All right, superheroes.
I watched the Stan Lee thing.
Stan
That
Lee.
movie, Stan Lee
Documentary.
documentary
Documentary. What is it? Stan Lee
Stan Lee
with great power.
with great power. Yes,
Amazing. It's on Netflix,
comes with
right?
great responsibility. Yes.
Yeah. If you go on Netflix, there's
Look up
Stan
Stan
Lee
Lee.
documentary.
No, just look up
Lee's
Stan
the
Lee.
man. Well, if you,
It pops right up.
really?
Well, so does X-Men and all that, but still, it
Yeah.
pops right up.
Stan Lee's amazing, man.
This is
And
gonna
it
sound
basically
weird.
just tells you, like how he got into like the whole business and stuff, and he worked for a newspaper doing comics for them.
All right.
They
They do like
created-
the funnies.
Yeah,
Okay.
it just,
what
said
was-
it just said the comic parts of it.
Okay, so it'd be the funnies, like the
Yeah,
comic strip.
and that's how he came up with Captain America.
Really?
It's because they're going to war.
Well, I mean,
and
that
they-
makes sense. I know Captain America was spawned from the war.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's how like when they're going to war. I think it was World War
Well, if
Was
it
it?
would have been when he was young, it would have been 1.
was it?
Well, wait, no.
He said he was
no,
about
1,
18 and 20, something like that.
18 to 20. I don't know how. I think Stan Lee's in his 90s, I want to say.
I think it's in the 80s. He's still kicking it for
Well, 20
His
and
age.
80s, that would be 60 years ago. Yeah, that would have been World War II. World
Yeah.
War II. We'll just
because
say.
he said
Yeah, because Captain America fought Nazis. So it was
Yeah.
definitely 2. Because they
He-
weren't
he
Nazis.
talks-
Germany
he-
wasn't Nazis in 1.
when they're going to war, that's when he created the superhero.
Well, yeah, he was a symbol of justice for America.
Yeah.
He was.
For
we're gonna beat-
America.
For America.
for America.
Uh,
That's why he wears blue.
Yeah, we watched that, and then we watched the new Batman movies, which Charles, the website guy, has been bugging us every week.
Which
He's
I
like,
stomped
"You
him,
need to
by the
watch
way."
it." You did?
Yeah. That question I asked you yesterday, said who created DC?
Yeah, who
He
was
didn't
it?
know.
Yeah, I don't know who DC's
I
creator
thought
is.
I'm
It's
like
gotta
Charles,
be a
you
group.
don't know. I'm like, and you love Batman. He
I
goes,
know it's got to be a group, man. It's got to be a.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
All right.
All right, well, he Googles
they're
it.
Googling it.
Anyways, we watched those Dark Knight 1 and 2. Now those aren't the movies, just so everybody knows.
That's Dark Knight Returns. It's they're movies,
Well,
but they're the
they're
animated
not,
movies.
They're animated.
They're not live
They have
action.
nothing to do with the Christian Bale
Yeah,
awesome
they go
movies
off
that we
of
watched.
they go off the. I want to say
It's between the 90s and then when they came out with the kid taking over. It's
Yeah.
like the in-between part.
Yeah, it's
He's
right
like 60
between-
years old.
Like Batman's old.
and
he's
my,
really
my favorite,
old.
he's not
I gotta-
Batman Beyond old. He's right before Beyond.
And it's actually kind of funny because he tries climbing the rope and he's like, oh, I don't know if I can do
Well,
this.
one part, yeah, he's trying to climb the
I'm
rope.
too
He's
old
having
for this
trouble,
crap.
and then it creaks, and everybody sees him because he's in his 60s.
You know, you gotta.
Still trying to be stealthy. Lets out
Yeah.
an old man fart. Everybody's just
Yeah,
looking at him. He's like,
he's-
"Hey, wait a minute, is that
You see his
Batman?"
walker as he's
It's
walking
like,
away.
Batman, I haven't seen you in like 30 years. He's like, "Oh god damn
That's,
it."
that's literally what it was. It was like Batman's been gone for 10 years. People are starting to ask if he was ever alive. Like,
Yeah, like
they,
Was he
he
just
was
a
dead.
legend?
yeah, was he a legend?
And he's just like, "No, I'm over here. I'm
And
okay."
for a 60-year-old guy, he can kick some ass still.
Well, yeah, he's Batman.
He is.
Batman, again, man, even if we're in our prime, our youth right now, we couldn't take Batman.
All right.
No, you couldn't take 60-year-old Batman kick both our asses.
Oh
man.
hell yeah, man!
Even 80-year-old Batman.
That's
I'm
the whole
scared
point of the
that,
movies. Is
man.
like he's
I'm
old,
pretty
but
sure
he's still
right
beating
before
up
he dies,
kids.
he'd kick our ass and then he'd faint.
Yep. Pretty sure after he kicked our asses, he would die. Like,
See, but I wouldn't kick him off.
Just heart
so he would
attack.
kick my ass.
But it'd be fun to try.
Warner Brothers.
Warner
DC's
Brothers?
Warner Brothers.
but who is
Who's
the
the
creator?
creator,
Who's
like
the
the guy-
original?
Warner Brothers.
Really? That
Yeah.
what year?
I honestly don't.
1934.
think
As National Allied Publications? Okay, that's the founder. Is the National
Oh, yeah.
Allied Publications?
Nicholson, Malcolm Wheeler.
Malcolm Wheeler. I'll have to look up more stuff about him.
Well, we'll talk. We'll talk.
Yeah,
more.
we'll get to that eventually. I'm sure.
Actually,
or I might
you
talk
know
about
what?
that on the,
We could actually not discuss out here.
yeah, I
We could
go,
talk out of your new podcast.
Yeah, I'm doing a podcast with a guy named Sean and Charles, who is the website guy again. Sean's a good friend of mine.
We just call him Charles, not just Just call him Charles. Don't call him Charles, the website guy.
Charles, well, you gotta know your name's Charles too, Chuck.
No, my name's Chuck.
Charles.
He is
Chuck.
Charles.
It's
All right.
Charles.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Mine is Chuck.
It's
He is Charles.
All right, but yeah, so we're doing a segment together called, I don't know what we're gonna call it. We might call it like Super Friends of McDonald's or something. We haven't really come up with a name, but we're recording our stuff, and it's gonna be all about superheroes and celebrities.
Actually,
man, I
from
wanna
what I
know
know,
No, we got our own thing.
you
Mike.
recorded one already
Oh, come
with
on.
Sean
We
without
did.
Charles.
We haven't posted yet.
Give us a
Charles
little,
couldn't show
a little thing about it. Not nothing too juicy, but give
we
me
we
one
talk
topic.
about a segment about Flash versus the Hulk, the ultimate.
And
speed
I think I
versus
brought
the
this up
ultimate
to you
strength.
because me and you were talking.
Yeah.
I said it'd be a badass movie if you get like Avengers versus Justice League.
Yeah, but that's good. That's gonna be like a part by part. That's gonna have to break down into each fight. We're not gonna be able to talk about it.
But
'Cause we
the
only got
one
an
was
hour,
my
and
idea.
we can talk
Who
a
would
lot.
win between Hulk and Flash?
Yeah, and we talk about it. I'm not gonna give away anything else. We do.
All right,
talk
but
about
I'm just
it.
gonna put my input. I think Flash would win that.
You think Flash?
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
we talk
I mean-
about it, you'll be able to hear it when we post it up there, man.
You're really walking on glass when you compare a DC character with a Marvel character because there's such huge differences between the two genres. Like Marvel characters is usually like a huge difference in their lives. Like they can't go
Yeah.
back. And all the DC characters are like, oh, well, I'm secretly,
Well, the DC Flash is he's just I think he's in his 20s. He's a young guy.
I like the DC
He could work
Flash.
for
He's
Jimmy
one of my
Johns, in
favorites.
fact.
He's one of my favorites. I think it'd be a really close
Pretty
fight.
fast.
Like, if the Hulk ever grabbed him, the Flash would be done.
Yeah, but it's the fact of
You gotta
again,
get
I'm not
to
even
him,
gonna
though. That's
I'm not
the
gonna get
problem.
into it. Nope, we're done talking about it. You're gonna have to listen
Hey,
to
no, me and Mike
Aw,
can talk
man.
about all we want.
No, motherfucker.
We can parade around.
Screw
And I
you,
don't
Steve.
know what
Everybody's
we're
gonna
talking
listen
Me
to
and
about.
Chuck are talking about the
Be
I don't
Flash.
really
oh,
care
I
what
already
you got to
heard
say,
this.
Steve. Me and Mike can talk about this. I can't see Mike right
We're
now,
not
but we
about
can talk about
Here's
it.
my opinion of DC right now. Take out Superman, you got a great genre.
Yeah.
What is wrong
Super-
with Superman?
Superman makes
too
like all the
overpowered.
other superheroes redundant.
Yeah.
With Superman, you don't need the Flash.
In the new Batman movie, he gets hit with a nuclear bomb. Superman gets hit with a nuke. Fine.
Because he's badass.
Slams into the ground at like fucking 1,000 miles an hour. There's a nuclear winter from the fallout. No sunlight. Superman's just like, all right, I'm all right.
Doesn't he
No,
get
he
like
didn't.
some of his power
He's
from the
weak.
sun too?
Yeah, he gets all his power from the sun.
That's just like the freaking Harvey Birdman.
Birdman.
Attorney at law.
All right, so, anyways, Mike,
Yeah,
did you watch Smallville?
a little bit.
Why am I the only one that ever watched it? I thought that was pretty
Because
cool.
we hate Superman.
Yeah, we hate
We're
Superman.
very
Actually, Steve,
anti-Superman.
Very
You told me that
anti-Superman.
you'd watch it if
I will. If you get the DVDs, I will definitely.
I'm
I try
all
to
for
look
Lex
up, I try
Luthor.
to look for it on Netflix. It's not on Netflix.
It's a good show because it tells you like
It
how,
is a
you
pretty
know.
good show. I've seen a good chunk of it.
I
'cause my
will
parents
watch
used to
it.
But
watch
what's
a lot.
better about it, Mike? I don't know if you noticed they bring Justice League in there.
I know they do.
It is
I
so
saw the
awesome.
Flash in there. He almost died. That was cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
and they also brought Aquaman,
Aquaman.
everybody's
Why?
favorite superhero.
Yeah, everybody's favorite superhero of all time.
When is Aquaman just gonna stop existing? Nobody likes him.
I like him.
Hey,
His powers
Arthur
aren't very
Curry.
useful.
Hey, he was
Look, Arthur
funny
Curry
in
is the
Family
man.
Guy. You ever watch episode
Aquaman,
Family
yeah.
Guy?
Well, maybe you shouldn't have.
The
let
girl's
him
like
on.
about to get raped on the beach, and he goes, "Hey, why don't you come over here and do
why don't you
that?"
Come over here, yeah.
Hey, you're lucky you're not in here
Oh,
doing that.
you're my fish friends. Oh,
Oh,
If you
you're
don't
in
like
trouble
starfish,
now.
if you don't like starfish,
You
you're not gonna like what I did.
All right. Anyways, about the Batman movies.
All right, so
Amazing.
they were, the first one was all right. The second one was hilarious.
The most brutal Batman I've ever seen, and I love Batman.
Yeah.
He's more brutal than you think the Joker cutting people's faces up in The Dark Knight is brutal. Like This is a Joker that's running through the streets, just shooting random citizens.
Laughing.
Has no
Laughing.
plan anymore. No
They're
plan.
in-
He's just
Well,
starting to kill
they're at-
people.
He's 60, 70, just like Batman.
He
is.
shoots
It's
couples,
just like, we're old.
grabs
I give
a
up. Let's
kid,
just start killing
pretty
people.
much.
grabs a kid, starts running again.
Mm-hmm.
Then he ends up losing the kid
Yep.
because Batman hits him. And then he starts shooting people on
Batman
those like little
throws
love
a
rides.
batarang into his eyeball.
Yeah, he's running around
I've
the
seen
city
that.
with
Oh my
just.
god.
Oh, it was amazing. Mike
Yeah.
hasn't seen those, so that's the
Mike's
funny
gonna
part.
watch
We're
it,
talking
actually.
about
I'm
I'm
that.
excited.
excited.
done
I'm
with
so
this.
excited. I want you guys to just shut up so I can just watch this.
I think Mike's about to
That's
leave
how
us to go
excited I
watch
am.
it.
Oh, it's brutal.
It's funny.
Would you say a good what was it? $30 spent?
I spent.
Because it was like 15 for each movie.
It
Roughly.
was.
So roughly $30. Would you say it's a well spent $30?
Man, I
I
would have bought
think
it
it
myself
was.
if I would have
Yeah.
saw him.
You got it in Blu-ray too, so it's
Blu-ray
shiny.
and
and DVD. DVD.
And Violet.
Sarah, don't fucking.
You're not even talking, so it's all good.
Motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I'm using my phone.
Yeah, I'm Sarah. I'm on my phone.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna
I'm
go to
playing
the bathroom.
solitaire
I don't really
right
care about
You
your
got
now.
a
conversation.
problem with me taking a pee?
Sometimes.
I
Maybe
think,
when they're in the middle
I think
of
it's
recording.
gross.
I
think
think
it's
it's
gross.
gross. I don't want you to pee anywhere near me. In fact, I'll say that. I'll say that with a straight face.
I
right
think it's
now.
unnatural, really.
Yeah.
What are you, some sort of alien? Get out of here.
Get out of here.
So today, Mike and I went to the movies before we came over, which we were supposed to go to the 9 or the 8 o'clock showing.
That's a completely different
Didn't
conversation.
even didn't even get around to it until because the 8 o'clock showing was actually 3D. We didn't want to pay $15 to see a movie in 3D. That was
I
just
can't
gonna
watch
give us
3D,
headaches.
so
Yeah,
I get a headache.
yeah, I got a problem with 3 until they perfect it. I don't like 3D things. Like
3D
I liked
effect
Avatar.
sucks.
I saw Avatar in 3D.
I hate
Really?
Avatar the movie.
I didn't get to see it in 3D. I wish I would have.
I
I
hated
saw
it in
premiere
2D.
night.
Why would I like it in
Here's
3D?
my opinion of
How do you
Avatar.
hate Avatar? It's Pocahontas.
I love
I
Pocahontas.
I think most of
That's-
it, all the hype.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Because I took a video class, and this kid that sat next to me, that's all he talked about.
Was
Friggin'
Avatar.
Avatar.
So it started
Stab
pissing
him.
me off. So right when that movie
Avatar.
came out, I was like,
Shut
fuck
up,
this
I
movie.
need
I don't even want to see this movie.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Is it the quote from what's his
Of
name?
Ego Raptor.
Ego Raptor. He goes, "It's Mega Man. It's discussing the plot of Mega Man and how they don't."
Yeah,
have a
yeah. He
training
does his own.
sequence."
He does
like,
his own
Mega Man,
video
Mega
thing
Man.
about Mega Man, the original Mega Man.
Mega Man, Mega Man. Shut up! I don't need you. But so in the new Oz movie, it's all about the
How-
wizard. The
yeah.
wizard.
How
Harry
the wizard
Osborn.
came to be.
Harry Osborn is the wizard, and
No, it's the
Harry
guy.
Osborn.
Osborn.
No, that's
Norman
from,
Osborn's son.
That's from Spider-Man.
Green Goblin.
Yeah, the Green Goblin's son, Harry Osborn.
I couldn't think of his real name, so you just
James
used the one.
Franco.
James
Franco.
Franco. Fuck
James
that name.
Franco.
No, fuck James Franco's name.
Yeah, it could have
He
been
is
his
Harry
evil brother,
Osborn
you
to me.
know, Frank Jameso.
Frank James.
If you watch Colbert Report.
But so he does, and it was a good movie. I
No,
liked
it was a really good movie.
a lot of laughs.
It was a
I
lot of.
wanted to see it. I really did. I haven't gotten
There's a
around.
lot of really funny.
I've been
awkward
working a
humor.
lot, so I just
Yeah.
every time I get home from work, I'm just like, fuck this.
Well, I figured we'd be done with the movie in time to come over and record right after, but the movie didn't get out till like 12:30.
Why
It's
is it?
around 3:00 in the morning right now. By the way, people like all our recordings.
and you guys decided to talk for 3 hours straight.
I'm
So
tired.
that's a
Yeah, we
big
play.
factor in it.
We
so.
don't stop talking when the mics are off. It's literally this when the mics are off and we're just talking about random shit that just keeps coming up. Like we try to have topics, but really, it just winds up being us talking about random stories from our life. Like we talked about hospital trips today, fights in school, and all the way.
I can't even
to
remember
like,
how it started. Where did it start? We were talking about sports, and then
Yeah,
that
we
like
talked about
moved on to like
sports,
fighting,
how
and
the
then like
quarterback's hands are always warmest.
hospitalizations.
Speaking of sports, I
thought we were
Chuck,
talking about the
why
movie.
fuck do you always talk about sports?
Why do I always talk about sports? Because that's my life.
It's a segment.
I watch Sports Center all day.
Why don't you get like your own segment to do sports then?
I'm
Instead
going
of always
to,
talking
but
about
my
it.
two friends.
I mean, he doesn't even have a segment. Why am I doing the logo for his segment if he doesn't even have it?
It's gonna happen.
By the way,
I
I'm
just,
the logo guy. I'm Mike.
Yeah, that's Mike. Mike's our what is it? Graphic designer.
Yeah, whatever.
That's what he's going to
Cheesy
school
title
for.
you want to give it to.
He makes logos and pretty things for our website.
I draw stuff.
Yeah, he draws stuff,
And I know it important.
I can't pay him, but maybe someday.
That's why I'm lazy about it.
God willing, someday.
Do you have
I'll
a
give
logo
you
for
some
me?
money.
Actually,
And God
He's
willing,
making-
someday I'll be able to make you something.
Your dad's home.
I
He's
know
in
he is.
production of. He's trying to do all our logos for us.
actually,
Not really.
I am important because
Yeah.
Don't you gotta work at 8?
I do.
How you pulling this one off?
I'll get it done.
Alrighty.
All right.
So actually, I am important because I post stuff on your page.
So anyways.
That's lazy.
Yeah, Sarah.
That was my
is
dad.
She's our hype girl. She what is the name of it? I can't. There's an actual professional name for what you do for us. It's like
I
our
don't get paid for
promotional,
it
our
either.
graphic
You don't need to get
promotional.
paid for it. You're good.
We don't know what
What
it
did I
is,
do?
so we're just gonna call you that girl.
But yeah, she does all our. She's the one that posts on our Twitter and our Facebook account. She lets people know what's going on, events and stuff like that.
And then
So
I
if
get
there's any
yelled
sort
at
of
when they don't follow through
misinformation,
with
you
it.
yell at her.
Yeah, and she needs to post more. She's not posting enough. I'm
well,
telling you,
if
just
they don't
randomly
do
post.
anything, then
Just post random stuff.
But I
If you
get-
see a funny
but
picture,
I
you're
get
like,
trouble.
oh my god,
I
this
get
would
yelled
be
at by
great.
people because I post something. Oh,
Well, yeah, if you're posting stuff about like YOLO, don't.
No,
don't
no,
post
I was
that.
talking
Don't
about.
post dumb
You know,
stuff.
we're gonna
Hey,
post
YOLO
something
is a
soon.
very
I said
useful
we're gonna
word.
post something soon, and this
It's very
douchebag-
useful when you want to convince somebody to do something
Yeah,
they don't want
mine
to do.
is YOLO UZ.
Did you ever see the picture? This is YOLO, and there's Kenny at the bottom. This is bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh my god. that's
Mine's
hilarious.
YOLO UZ. YOLO unless zombie.
I like Yodo.
Yodo.
You only die once.
It's true. You only die once. You can live multiple. Well, I mean that's not true.
Actually,
You can
you
die.
can die a couple times.
Yeah, you can die and then come back to life.
Well, I'm not gonna talk about some like crazy locked you in a basement, drowning you and resuscitating you just so I could kill you again.
I mean, or car accident, heart stops, and then they bring him back. But whatever,
Listen,
All right, so
or
I got
crazy guy. in the
Morgan
basement with
Freeman
water.
did not
Mike-
die for my sins for this
Mike
crap.
and Steve, I have a question for you guys. Well, Sarah can answer too. I've asked people at work this.
Which people?
Anybody.
All right, just people
All
at
right.
McDonald's.
Two questions. All right.
All right.
Random
First
customers.
one. All right. No, not customers.
Excuse me, ma'am.
If you knew you're dying tomorrow, what's one thing you'd do?
If I knew I was dying tomorrow,
I'd shoot myself. That's simple.
You could do one thing. What would you do?
One thing. Dying tomorrow.
Pot.
Yeah, you
A
probably.
whole lot of acid.
Yeah, because you've never done anything.
I've
You've
never done
any drugs.
I'm straight
I haven't
edge.
either.
I hate the term straight edge because it makes me sound like a douchebag. I'm not a douchebag about it. If you want to invite me to go smoke pot with you, I'm not going to smoke pot, but I'm not going to judge
Yeah,
you.
he sits it like I've seen him do it.
You've
I
seen
don't-
me sit there watch other people do it.
Yeah,
I
like
did
when
that
we were
the
at
other
that
day.
party that one time. Again, I don't smoke anymore. I used to when I was a kid. Just like
I mean,
every now and
if
then.
everybody's drinking a beer at a party, I'll be drinking a Mountain Dew and just like I don't really
Yeah.
care what you do. I'm
He
just going to sit
hangs
here and
out.
watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a camcorder
Do you
when
guys
things
know
get
what you do? Let me
crazy.
think of what I'm gonna do for my one thing. You guys have anything that
Mike?
comes to mind? Mike said he'd do some drugs.
You do some drugs.
Just
A
'cause
whole
he
lot of
wants to get
drugs.
them done.
I would spend
Enough
as
drugs
much
to kill
time-
me.
Hey, I'm talking. I would spend as much time with my family as I could and just do anything that sounds fun.
I'd go punch Tyler Lautner in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You thought punch the werewolf?
yeah.
Can I
'Cause he
change your mind to
pisses me
that?
off.
I don't even know who
Why?
that guy
I don't
is.
even watch the movie. He's a werewolf from the stupid Twilight movie. I don't even watch it, but every time I glance up and it's on, he always has his fucking shirt off.
Well, yeah, he
Pisses
can't.
me off.
He gets like $1,000 every time he takes his shirt off in
Yeah,
the movie.
Dude,
I-
if you, had
it's
if you
stupid.
had like an 8-pack at the age of 20,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And to me,
Why
it's
would you
fake.
ever
I'm
wear a
telling you,
shirt
if I was
anywhere?
as buff as him, I would never wear a shirt.
I wouldn't.
But
Like
it
I
pisses
would
me off.
never wear.
So I just want to go
clothes.
to him and
Decent
punch him and then walk
exposure.
away.
I'd wear pants.
All right, another question. If you go back in time, what would you do?
Hang on, let me think.
Actually,
about-
answer the
hang
first
on.
one.
Yeah,
All
let
right,
me answer
you know,
the first. Hang
we're,
on,
we're,
let
we're
me-
gonna,
Jesus.
while you're thinking, we're gonna,
People
laugh
need
you
to
real
stop
quick.
interrupting us.
All right. I was trying to think here. Jesus Christ.
I can ask the other question. What do you
One
think about
thing
this
I
one?
would do.
I know what you would do.
What?
You would write a book for your son.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Write a book for your
Literally,
son.
I was about to say I would finish the. I'm writing my son a journal for when he gets older, in case I'm not around when.
Because of
if
Sons of
something,
Anarchy?
Yeah, if something happens. Yeah, well,
Oh my god!
I had the thought before Sons of Anarchy, but Sons of Anarchy reinforced that thought and made me actually go out and
That's
do
what
it.
he was doing?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have a journal
That
that,
is
I'm
so
writing in
cool.
right
Well, what he
now
read too
for
was his
him.
dad's journal.
Yeah, and I would try and finish up the journal because I want him to. If I say something happens to me before he's 18 or something, and he is not able to know as much about me as I want him to know, I want him to. The journal's basically gonna have him meet some of my friends.
Your
so
dad's a
they
rat
can-
bastard.
Yeah, so they
That's what
can
we're
give
telling.
him a good generalization of who I was and the kind of life I lived.
I stole $7 from your dad.
Yeah, Chuck did steal $7.
Steve, you're never coming to my house
Now that
again.
he's confessed that, we have that on recording.
Yeah, now we have it. Now we can send him
And
to
then
the cops.
spent it right in front of his
You know
face,
what?
too.
This entire podcast was just to give him tell, so we can.
You know what?
put him in now.
Hey,
That's right,
Steve,
Chuck. This
the
whole thing's
best
just been a
part,
sham. I didn't even
I
want to do this.
spent it right in front of you too.
Yep, my last $7 for food.
What did
My
you spend
last
it
money
on?
I had for food.
I think I spent on food for me.
Yeah,
that's-
I'm like
that's
you
cute.
bastard. There goes my food money.
Okay. Anyways, second question: If
Mm-hmm.
you could go back in time, what event that you have that you
What
did not
event?
see that you'd want to go see?
Probably the birth of my son. I wasn't able to be there when it happened, so I'd probably want to go back and do that.
That's nice.
Either that or
I think all the girls were, aw. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, he's such a loving father.
Oh my god, he's such a loving father. Either that or I would probably punch Hitler in the nuts.
Oh, God, you friggin' dick. I was going to say that exact same thing.
All right, Mike, come up with a new one.
I was going to go back in time and kick Hitler in the nuts.
Yeah, kick Hitler in the nuts.
You know, like before he was anything. Like when he was a famous painter,
He
he
was
just
a
started beating
teenager.
the crap out of him.
And then you like...
He's like 12.
He thinks you're Jewish for some reason. He's like, oh, those stupid Jews. And you're the one that starts the whole Holocaust.
No. He would hate Harry Potter.
He hates Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. I'd stop the whole Harry Potter thing.
Harry Potter. Yeah,
Immediately.
Dude, you could. You just shoot Daniel Radcliffe in the head.
He's like
He's
6.
He's like 6. Why?
He's cute.
He'll find someone
Oh,
else.
You
Steve,
shoot him, he gets a
Steve,
scar in his head.
by
He
the way,
survives.
Ah.
He hates my stairs.
What?
He hates my stairs.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love your stairs.
Mike goes, I
He's
hate
got
those
the little-
stairs.
He's got a little crawl space under his stairs.
Okay,
where
we
he
probably
can
need to
sleep.
explain this thing. My entire life, every single day of my life, I have a different person coming up to me and asking me.
I'm not even. This isn't even lying. It happens every. He doesn't look like Harry Potter.
Every single day, somebody asks me if somebody has told me that I look like Harry Potter
Clearly, Mike is a white guy with brown hair
and glasses.
and glasses, and that is the only thing he has in common with Harry Potter. Daniel Radcliffe looks nothing. He looks nothing like Mike.
I know.
There is no similarities. If you put two pictures up to him, there's no look-alike.
I
Besides
also
the
work
penny.
at
Yes.
a Speedway where I'm dealing with 100 customers a day. That's 100 chances that somebody's got, and it happens every single day. And every time somebody does it, they're like, "Hey, has anybody asked you?" I'm just like, "Shut up! It happens every day. I already know what you're going to tell me."
Oh my god, we're on the elevator. We're on the elevator one time when I lived with my father, going downstairs.
I already know.
This, she is an African American female. She walks
A very
into-
large woman.
who is very drunk, and she walks into the elevator and she goes, "All right, I gotta tell you something."
And I'm
as
like,
soon-
"No,
That
no."
moment, me and Mike both look at each other. And we know what's coming.
I immediately
She's
just like, "Please don't finish that
He just
sentence."
goes, "Please don't do it." And she's like, "No, I'm not trying to be mean.
Like,
Not trying to be
I know
mean.
you're not trying to be mean. Just please,
You know
just
who you
please,
look like? She will not
Please,
stop.
please stop trying.
There is a
No.
train coming from Mike
I already
straight
know.
in the face. And
You're
he
gonna
did
say
not
Harry
stop.
Potter. Please don't say Harry Potter.
And she goes, "You look just like that Harry Potter looking motherfucker."
I hate you so much.
And then, and then she's like, hey, it's not a bad thing, man. You pick up some ladies. You're like, hey, I can cast a spell on you if you know what I mean. Harry Potter,
Like,
man, he picks
that-
up the chicks all the time.
That has
And-
never
oh
happened
my God,
before.
that
You
is-
know who doesn't think I look like Harry Potter? Any chick I could sleep with.
any girl that's a Harry Potter fan.
Any girl in the world.
All right, Chuck. Event in time. Question
What,
number
you
two.
think I look like Harry Potter?
Oh, no, Sarah's turn.
Slightly, yes.
Sarah's turn.
Sarah's
Fucking
turn?
hate you.
Sarah,
No,
go
Mike
ahead.
I don't
didn't.
give a
Mike.
sh-
Oh, yeah, Mike.
Kick
was,
Hitler in the
yeah.
nuts. Or kill Daniel Radcliffe. Well, you could shoot, what's her name? Who's the one that does, who's the offer? Oh my God.
I know who you're
J.K.
thinking of
Rowling?
too.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K.
Yes, thank you. You could,
All right.
Emmy, you'd have to kill her.
You know what I've started doing now?
Hey, we're gonna keep on this
No,
topic.
no, this
before
is,
forget.
I feel like this is important,
All right,
Chuck.
fine. It's important. All right,
It's
all right.
important.
Harry Potter. What is it?
Now, whenever people come up to me and call me Harry Potter, I'm just like, that's bloody bullcrap. Just because I speak with an English accent and I'm a glasses. You think I can do magic?
It's amazing.
You know, I wish I could do magic. I'll make you disappear. I'll blow you up. Well, I can't say that, but you know,
Yeah, especially if you're at work.
I can't tell you I'm gonna kill him with magic.
All right, Sarah, shoot event.
I wouldn't go back in time because there's nothing I would change.
I mean, no, it's
I
not
would-
about
no,
changing.
No,
It's-
there was
it's an
nothing.
Well,
event.
way to
There's
be
nothing
boring.
that I would want.
You wouldn't want
Alright.
to see like Jesus or something like the president or like a president like Abraham Lincoln, the Revolutionary War. There's so many events in history.
Like you don't even
go
have to
back and
change
see.
anything. You just need to like
Well,
experience like
Yeah.
nothing.
You could see yourself being born. You know how fucking like subreal that is? You're like, that's me.
I'd get
That's
disgusted.
me.
No.
Being born.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
don't
mom's
know.
vagina.
You think you existing is
That's
disgusting?
cute.
That is the
Oh,
nurse
that's
smacking
cute.
my ass.
That is the
Being
nurse
born.
spanking my ass.
Damn, I'm cute.
Oh no, I got a better one. Here's what I would do. I'd go back in time to that day where my parents are having sex to make me, and I will come and
Smack
just
him on the ass.
like
You
bash
just
down
run
the
in
door.
and then you just disappear.
Just bash down the door and I just punch my dad in the face.
No.
And I just leave.
No.
Like, you're a fucking dick.
You're a dick. All right,
All right,
Chuck.
I'm about
And
to
then
piss
just
Steve
poof.
off.
All right, let's see what's a sports. Oh my god,
It
it's gonna
is.
be a Super Bowl.
No.
What is it? What is it?
I either want
Go
to see.
ahead.
No, it's just a game.
Go ahead.
Either
Fucking
Barry
do it.
Sanders, who played for our Lions, play because he was like awesome,
Yeah, Barry Sanders.
Okay.
He's a big name.
That or Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Either one.
Yeah.
I would just love to go see a game.
You go back and see Michael Jordan play some baseball and laugh your ass off.
Can do both. go see a basketball game. All right. Go see a baseball game.
Watch
You
him play
fucking
golf.
suck.
Yeah, he fucking hit it with a tennis racket.
You know, he
Come
only
on.
played Double A. He never made Double A.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Yeah,
He was garbage.
He played when he was young.
Yeah. Well,
But
I mean,
anyways.
he wanted to try his hand at it. So, I mean, you can't get, like, if you're some favorite sports icon and you want to try your hand at something else.
Oh
At
no,
least
they're
he gave
saying
it a
no.
shot.
Like they do that. Bo Jackson played football and he played baseball.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
both major leagues.
You know why we shouldn't be talking about this?
Why?
This isn't Sports with Chuck. Stop
I'm
talking
sorry,
about it.
Kay. Which sports with Chuck's gonna be awesome. Though.
Wait, who brought this up
Who's
anyway?
your co-host?
Yes,
Um,
Chuck has
well,
a question.
It's probably I'm either thinking about either Andrew or Rob or both at some
Or
points.
both?
During football season though,
Get a
I
little
want to get
double
both on
action,
there because
double team you.
because we're gonna do pick'ems of the week for football.
Pick'ems?
Yeah. Like,
Weren't you doing what
Pick'ems.
other segments are going to be on Sports with
Can,
Chuck?
can you get that off your hand? It's been bothering me for like the whole time I've been sitting here. There's a
The string.
yeah. It please
Oh
just
my
get
god.
it off.
We're freaking recording. All right, yes. So here's paint a picture in your mind, people. There's
So-
a hand on my string, and it's
Anyways.
driving everyone insane.
Steve was asking. What
I was
we're
staring
talking
at
about.
it. I didn't care.
We're basically just first we're gonna bring up news about about what's going on in sports,
Okay.
like like Lions get rid
So
of Bush.
current events that are
Yeah.
happening. Are you gonna do historical things like big moments in sports history? I think that'd be a cool segment.
We're gonna do that.
Okay.
Also, once in a while, we're gonna bring people on. Probably just me. We'll cut away to a little segment.
All
I'm gonna talk to somebody about individual sport. Explain how they
yeah,
what
different
they do.
sports. Like,
Like-
wasn't one of them horseback riding?
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna
something?
talk to our manager Ashley.
Sports
What was the one
that
you
really
did?
don't matter.
Darts. You gotta
What?
talk to me about darts.
No, but it was funny because
doesn't count
I
darts
always
as
told you guys.
sport.
I always told you guys that I
Really?
hate soccer, right?
It-
I told you I hate soccer,
It
right?
is a sport.
Okay.
It
What
is.
about
It's on
competitive pool?
FSN, which
Yeah,
is
dude,
sports.
I love
Eight ball.
pool.
It's Fox Sports. It never. Anyways, I told you that I hate soccer, right?
Yeah.
So I was talking to my friend Gary that we work with. Steve, I was talking to my friend Gary that we work with,
Yeah.
and
Gary,
he goes,
he doesn't work
I'm
there
like,
anymore, you know?
Yeah, but he goes,
I miss
you
Gary.
I'm like, yeah, I'll talk to you about hockey. He goes, yeah, you can talk to Dan about soccer. I'm like, all right, let's get real now.
Yeah, let's get. I mean,
I'm gonna
dude,
talk to Ashley about horseback
have you
riding.
ever watched
Oh, you
a
mean
soccer
football
game?
in any
Yes,
other
I
country?
have for like 5 minutes.
I like soccer, man.
I don't.
It's a big.
So stupid.
Dude, they have such a wide open
I
court,
hate
man. You know how
soccer.
much cardio goes? That's because it's no.
Do you know how much I hate soccer?
All right.
call-
They
sorry.
called me wimps.
They called you wimps?
Soccer players, because I wear pads. I'm like, yeah, your goal is to score. Mine is literally to kill the
Soccer
person in
players
front
wear
of me.
pads.
What's the difference between
my God.
kickball
They
and
wear
soccer?
shin
There's
guards,
not
yeah.
much of a difference.
Yeah, there is. There's a way big difference between kickball and soccer.
All right, we're not going to talk about this, people. This isn't Sports with Chuck.
I like kickball.
Bring it back to life.
Anyways, we're that's basically what we're talking about. Pick 'em
All
all the weeks.
Well,
Basically, we're gonna
And
go over
then,
each
what was
game.
my favorite segment that I'm going to be on?
We're gonna do sports for dummies.
People who don't know
Which-
much about sports, and he's going to explain a certain rule.
Well, we're gonna
in
do that right
different
now. We're
sports.
gonna do one right now. Show them like.
Yeah, to
what's
give you a
good.
little.
Am I
All
gonna
right.
be
So what do you want
involved
to
in that? 'Cause
learn
I don't
this
know
week?
crap
What
about
do you want to learn
sports.
real quick?
Teach me something about football. Let's go football.
Football. Okay. What's special about football that you want to learn?
I don't know. Just tell me something that I wouldn't know, or something I can make a joke about.
What are those crazy things
You
they
can tell
say?
me anything about any
What do you mean?
sport, and I'll tell
Like,
you
they'll just be
you're
like-
wrong.
Blue 42 or
Oh,
blah,
okay.
blah, blah.
All right. We'll go with that. Okay.
Plays.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love the
plays.
Navy.
Okay.
All right. So when you're in a huddle, you come up with a play. I'll go with what I tell my 12-year-olds. Okay, because I coach 11, 12-year-olds. Easy
That's
play
cute.
like 42 blast, which is the
42
four guy,
blast.
which will probably be your running back.
Okay.
Go through the 2 hole.
All right.
That's holes. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about holes.
All right. Oh, I know about holes.
So
I
when
have
you
a
go,
kid, man. What do you think this is?
Yeah, I mean,
so
Steve knows more about
when you
holes
go
than
up to
anybody
when
here.
you go up to the line of scrimmage, which is where the ball is. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The quarterback goes under center, and he'll yell something like blue 22, blue 22, which is just random. He can come up with whatever he wants.
All right.
But certain teams have like red, like they'll use red, which means run,
Okay.
black, which means like pass.
All right.
It's the way that they change the play. So if I walk up and I see all the teams coming after me, they're all
They're
blitzing.
blitzing.
I'm gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna, run the ball. They're all coming. So I'll say black, 44, which is a pass play that they all know, the
All
team
right.
knows, to switch it up.
All right.
Well,
So
what if you have a gay coach and he starts making up weird colors like Maroon 78?
Maroon 78.
You guys ever watch
Turquoise
Longest?
69.
You guys ever watch Longest
Teal
Yard?
43.
You guys ever watch Longest Yard?
Yeah.
Where
Oh
he
my
goes,
God.
Tony, you're a fat so.
Tony, you're a fat so. Or Tony, you're a fat ass.
And just let everyone know, it's when you're in the huddle, they tell you, on 3 or on 4. So when you go up there, you say, hike.
Oh my God, I kind of want to do that in
Hike.
my bedroom.
Something.
If I'm like, I'm with
It's
my,
on 6,
with
go.
my wife, and I'm like, all right, blue 34, and she like switches positions really quick. I think that'd be awesome.
Oh,
That'd be amazing.
that's
Like blue
cute.
42.
Here's the picture
cute.
painted in my
John
head.
Madden.
Here's the picture painted in my
You
head.
do it,
You and your
John
wife.
Madden.
What? Yeah,
You
John
do
Madden.
it, John Madden.
I would totally do that.
Nobody knows who
Brett
John
Favre. The thing
Madden
about
is.
Brett Favre is.
John Madden is the funniest. We got to explain John Madden real quick. John Madden is the funniest guy that ever anchored football ever.
Well, that's what happens when you get a retired football player
Because
who's got brain
he's not
damage.
a player.
He wasn't?
He
I thought
played for
played
3.
college.
I looked this up. He played for 3 days in the pros.
Oh, that's cute.
That's all it takes.
Never played
Oh,
a
that's
game.
cute.
He hurt himself. So then he went to coaching. Won I
Alright.
think a Super Bowl or 2.
Really?
Then he went to announcing. And
They made a
he
whole
did,
series of games. They're still making games off of the
Yeah.
Madden name.
and so he's so famous. But like he says the most obvious things. Guy will run a straight line. Well, that guy just ran a straight line. Well, of course, John, he did run a straight line.
Linemen are the biggest men on the field because of the biggest men on the field because they're the biggest men on the field.
That's his quote. There's another quote.
A
I
literal
swear.
quote from John
I'm
Madden.
about to play a football game, and my coaches are showing me these quotes. I'm like, okay, these are useless. And another one says, the team with the most points at the end of the game win the game. No,
It's not
really?
golf,
Who
people.
the fuck?
Yeah.
John, what'd you think about that last play? Well, I love the part where he ran around behind
Another
that one
thing-
guy and he caught that pass and he scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
Another thing,
touchdown.
another thing John does, which is hilarious, he talks about Brett Favre.
Brett
He
Favre.
says that he's great. Now, Brett Favre,
Favre
is
is the greatest
Brett
player of all
Favre
time.
played for the Green Bay Packers.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre played for Jets, and then he went to the
Brett Favre.
Vikings. He came back from retirement 3 times.
Yeah, Brett Favre.
Now, that's
Brett
all
Favre.
John would talk about during a Green Bay game.
Brett
Even
Favre.
if it wasn't a Green Bay game, he would mention Brett Favre in
Well,
there.
yeah, Brett Favre. You know what Brett Favre would have done there? He would have caught that pass. Even though he wasn't.
And then he also, Frank Caliendo, who, does...
He's a comedian. He
Yeah,
does
he-
voice impersonations.
He
of
does.
different
He's
people.
really good at it.
I love Frank
He-
Caliendo.
Yeah.
He does a John Madden one, and he goes on to Dave Letterman like it, and they go. He says something about Brett Favre. He goes, if they had 11 Brett Favres on one team and 11 Brett Favres on the other, who could ever think about when the world would explode? If
My
you thought about
my
this?
brain.
My
It's
brain.
exploding right
Nobody
from
could ever
the
win.
bottom.
It'd be a
And
tie
he
game
goes,
every time.
Can you explain injuries?
Every pass would be a perfect
like,
pass.
Probable, questionable, and doubtful, because usually that's how they list players.
Yeah.
He goes, well, probable means you're probably going to ask me a question. And questionable means you're probably going to be questioning why you asked me that. And doubtful is you probably never asked me that question again.
It's amazing.
So anyway, Sports with Chuck is going to be, or I don't know what we're going to call it. Anyway, sports is going to be awesome. We're going to talk about our pick'ems of the week. We're going to go through every team. And we're going to have a little contest who can win. But,
All right,
whoever,
make some online bets, some illegal gambling over the internet.
no, it's not illegal gambling.
Yeah.
It's just who's going to win.
Little
You know what I
illegal
mean?
gambling.
I see it on 97.1 all the time, which is sports radio.
But
yeah, it'll be fun.
Of
Of course, of course, I'll beat them. Because I'm smart.
Sure.
Well, I mean, you pay attention to sports a lot.
So do they.
Like, I'm pretty sure you jerk off to sports.
That's cute.
Oh, I have it
Like-
twice.
And I was like, oh my god, Brett Favre.
It was Brett Favre. too.
Brett Favre.
I'm not gonna lie. It was Brett
It was
Favre.
Brett Favre.
Oh, yeah.
Brett Favre.
Scored a touch pass,
God.
gun playing sport ball.
Oh, sports.
Sport ball.
Oh,
America.
blue 32.
Turquoise red.
Turquoise red.
That's
But yeah, it'll be fun. Like I
Yeah.
said, it'll probably be me, Andrew, and Rob. Which Rob is a big basketball. His number one is basketball, so we'll
Yeah,
have.
Rob plays a lot of.
And mine and
basketball.
Andrew's are football, but you'll have Rob's. We'll talk about stuff that's going on historical.
Well, that should be cool. I like
Oh,
that.
it'll be tons of fun.
Yeah, are your segments gonna be around an hour, or do you have a time basis around that segment? Or
It's gonna be whatever we're done.
That's
See,
good.
there's sometimes sports really has nothing to talk about, and then there's times like the fake girlfriend you can talk about.
Well, we already talked about that in episode.
I'm just
1.
saying though,
Yeah.
it's always something to talk about. What?
What fake girlfriend?
Listen to our
It was
first
his
podcast.
grandma.
Oh yeah.
It was
that's
his
right,
grandma,
That's
damn
right.
it.
That's right.
It was his grandma. He was hooking up with his grandma.
Something stupid. I didn't pay attention. I don't care.
Anyways, if I was back to the back in time thing. I was looking at this
Yeah,
picture.
back in time.
Yeah, it is how this started.
Coming back in time.
It'd just be fun to go back and see the sporting event.
Yeah,
might
I
be.
mean, I could see. I mean, I know you, so I know you'd probably pick sports. That's why.
But
I was like,
that's
all right,
why
The very first Super Bowl.
yeah, the very first Super Bowl. That'd be.
Do you
cool.
know there are 4 people that have been to every single Super Bowl?
Okay.
Like
No,
4
there are
people.
4 people who have wasted their lives.
But now they're free.
Watching
I
other
think
people
they,
play
I think
a
they
sport.
send them there for free now.
Really?
When
Yeah.
are the Lions gonna go to the
That's
Super
kinda
Bowl?
So anyway,
Never.
Never.
let's not talk about that.
Yeah, what a Lions gonna go to the Super Bowl?
I don't know anything about sports, but I know that one.
All right. Anyway, so our next topic. I don't think we have one. But we're coming
Nice
up.
lion sweater, by the way.
What?
Nice lion sweater, buddy.
Is there anything we should? You have any words we should Urban Dictionary?
An Urban Dictionary.
We have to do that first.
Yeah, we could do an Urban Dictionary quote. An interesting word. You guys think of a word that's like a slang term. What do you guys think? You two, you're the
Schlong.
guest. Schlong?
Schlong.
All right, let's look up schlong.
Schlong.
We'll
That's-
see what Urban Dictionary.
that
is
seems pretty
for
obvious.
I
schlong.
don't know how to spell it.
All right.
We can look at our names. There's
You
usually
guys-
like weird stuff there.
Oh, there are. It says I'm really good looking, so I kind of like it.
Oh yeah, it's right. If you look up your name, it's what was mine? Mine was like
All of
Asshole,
ours is like
narcissistic.
something really amazing.
Asshole dick.
schlong. Definition: not just a general term for the male genitalia, but one that describes a penis with substantial length and girth.
Ooh.
Example: holy shit! Check out the schlong on that porn star.
I love that.
He's really packing some meat.
So if you tell somebody they got a huge schlong, is that just redundant?
Another definition: extremely large dick, one that slaps your thighs. Oh my god, Jimmy, your schlong is so long.
Like, thanks, I work out.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Another definition says it's derived from the German Schlong for snake, which pronounced in German must have sounded like schlong to the native English speakers. Wow, that horse has got a pretty huge schlong.
They're talking about snakes, and that's the example.
I know if those 5th graders on their field trip to the zoo should see the thing like this. Another definition: a long dick that is used.
Oh, that's
that is
exactly
used
how
to
it's.
scare
It's
off
like
girls.
20
Hey,
O's
Hey,
in there.
Steve, I have a
Yeah.
question. Is it about dicks?
What?
Strong.
Schlong is a dick.
you
It's
sure?
the size.
Are you sure?
Pretty confident that
Yeah.
it's
I'm
about a
pretty sure
dick.
they're all those
Here's another
definitions.
example. Virgin girl. That guy is a huge schlong. Run.
That's gonna hurt.
A large wang, penis, knocker,
many of those they
rocket,
got?
red, rod, cock, dick, pecker, tallywhacker, mal, gazan, ganza.
I think we got it now.
This is
Hey,
just
bitch,
reading a
wanna
list.
Suck my schlong. Ho.
I think we got it now.
Slang term for large penis. Johnny slapped me in the face with his enormous schlong.
All right, new one.
All right. No, we only do one.
Yeah, we did one per show.
Why?
That was the
Yes.
definition of schlong in Urban Dictionary.
That was our Urban Dictionary.
It probably offended some people.
We are
I
sorry.
understand that,
Hey,
but
hey,
know,
don't be a schlong about
Actually,
it.
This
I'm
isn't
sorry,
this isn't a
Steve.
kid show. This is
All right, Steve. I wanted to bring this up.
If you're fucking offended, I mean, eat a dick.
We talked
I mean,
about
schlong, sorry.
we talked
I
about
apologize.
friendship,
our friendship.
but we never explained how we became friends.
Oh my god, this is such a long story.
It's not that long. We can shorten.
Do we
the
really got
story.
time
No,
for this?
I don't want to shorten the story.
Man, ain't nobody got time for that.
We got time
All
for
right.
this. Damn it, we have time for this. Don't be a
Ain't
cock.
nobody got time for that.
Here's the tale of two men becoming friends.
All right, good friends, by the way.
Good friends, yeah, best friends.
Good
We're the
friends.
3 best friends that everyone could have.
But there's 4 of us here. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, well, one's your girlfriend. You can't.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, you're
So
supposed
anyways,
to hook up with your best friend.
I
but
take my girlfriend, who was just a friend
That's
at the time, to go to the hospital because she had to go see somebody.
his girlfriend's name is Sarah.
Somebody.
Well, we're not going
Somebody
to go
that he used
into
to
depth
know.
where you're going to see it. That wasn't the important part. I was just saying what I was doing.
Somebody that
Now,
I used to
It
know.
was pouring
I'd sing
rain.
that song for weeks.
Like, I was going through puddles. Like, the
And,
car was...
by the way, Chuck. All right.
I'm a good friend.
Yeah.
We're with them.
He takes Sarah to the hospital
To see my grandma,
to see
Okay.
her
who was
grandma.
passing away.
All right. We don't have to put the sad parts in.
Because, well, no, I want every
I
detail,
don't want the
man.
sad part in there.
Details
It's
are
just because it's
important.
sad. You know,
if you
it's-
brought it up, if you
it's
didn't want to tell
drama.
the
No,
story,
no,
why'd you even
the
want to tell the
story's
story?
funny besides that part.
Well, yeah.
Because of the shit he makes me do.
Yeah. Well.
All right. So,
Good friends.
after when I'm dropping her off, I get a phone call from him. And he usually didn't
No,
call.
Before this, Chuck worked an 8-hour shift.
Did I?
Yeah, you just
I
got
did.
off work. You dropped off Sarah, went to work. Or no,
No.
you got off work, dropped off Sarah.
And he called me right when I
And
dropped
then
her
I
off.
called you.
And you're like, hey, buddy, I need a favor. I'm like, all right, I already did one favor. I might as well do a second one.
Well, Chuck gave me a TV because my TV had broken, and I was
I wasn't
asking
talking
around
about that
to see.
favor, but
Well, that was the first favor you'd ever done for
no,
me.
not for you. I was doing a favor for her.
Well, before that.
Yeah.
I
did give you a TV. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he gave me a TV because my TV had broken at the time, and
That was a
I was
guy.
just texting around seeing if anybody had any extra TVs. Like, sometimes you'll get a bigger TV, so you'll just put your old one in the garage or whatever, just put away. You're not using it. So I was trying to see if anybody had anything because I was sick
I
of not
had two.
watching.
That
Yeah.
was
And Chuck happened to have a TV, and he ran it by. He's a real nice guy, and that was like, oh, Chuck's a good guy.
Chuck's the guy.
He'll
he
give me his
called
TV.
He'll give me a TV.
He goes,
Mike
"Okay,
gave me a
buddy."
TV too.
I gave you a
And
TV.
Steve did a lot for McDonald's, so I owed him.
Always like helping out
But-
people, especially
No.
people I can talk to.
No,
So they
he
can owe
got-
you favors
Now,
later.
this favor that I'm about to do for him was so big that he actually owes me favors now, which he still hasn't made. He only made up for one of them.
Yeah, well, I made it for a couple. I bought the beer,
What?
and the big one I got was jumpstarting you guys.
That was the
and
only one
helping
that you
you
ever
out.
did.
What?
That's the only one.
I think I've done more.
No.
I would like to think that I've.
And then I
helped
did
you
more
out.
favors for you on top of that.
Really, really, you've helped him
Doing
so much. You owe
two
him
night
favors.
shifts for you after doing an
All right,
8-hour
all right,
shift.
all right, all right.
Anyways, so
So drops his is going to be girlfriend
Yeah,
Sarah off, and
so-
I give him a call.
yes, and he
Ring,
goes,
ring.
"Hey, buddy, I need a favor." I'm like, "All right." He goes, "My friend needs to get stuff out of her ex-boyfriend's house." I'm like,
What is going to occur at this point is one of my friends called me and was like, hey, or she posted on something on Facebook about her stuff going to get thrown out. She has a kid. She had, I think she was 1.5 or 1 years old, or a little baby. And her ex-boyfriend was going to throw out her and her kid's stuff. He was just going to throw it out because he kicked her. He wound up cheating on her. And so she moved out and he was going to throw all her stuff away.
what a jackass.
Yeah.
so Steve calls me and says, "Hey, buddy, I need your help." So I'm thinking, she lived right around the corner.
Well, I tell him, I vaguely tell him the situation like I normally do because no one's going to be like, hey, we have to go to, let's say, Canada. I'll go, hey, my friend is stuck somewhere and he really needs a ride.
Makes you
Very
know
vague
you're a
description.
kid.
Next thing you know, you're in Canada. That's-
Somewhere in Germany.
Somewhere in Germany, I have a friend.
You go to the border. Why are you going through here? Actually, sir, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
My
I have
buddy
no
knows.
idea.
Talk to him over there. He
I'll
just
tell
told
the
me we
cop
had
a
to
vague
go.
description.
He said we have to go somewhere. He pointed me this way. I was wondering that too.
I was actually
Oh.
really curious. Ask him, please.
When I got there, he gave me his GPS. Now his GPS sucks
My
because
GPS is awesome.
it doesn't
GPS
tell you
sucks.
where you're going. Okay, I thought I was going 2 streets down. No,
Take
I
a
go
left
20
eventually.
minutes from the house.
Yeah, so it's a
Okay.
20-minute ride to get out to where this female lives.
Yes. So we pick her up, and I'm like, I asked him before, where are we going to go? He goes, I don't know.
I don't know.
So when I pick her up, I'm like, where are we going to go? She says, this place called Marine City. Now, I've been out there plenty of times.
Marine City
It's a 40-minute drive from my house.
From the house. So you add that 20
So,
minutes to the
it's
40
about
minutes.
an hour.
That's an hour ride.
And then on the way, and plus I had a tire that was almost flat
Yeah.
that probably would have fell off at any minute.
Yeah, it was a bad time.
And then she tells me, oh, yeah, I might fight him and stuff. And I'm like, well, if you fight him, I'm just leaving your asses there because I don't care about either. Well, I care about Steve a little bit, but I don't really know you, and I don't care about you, chick. Which her name ended up being Sarah, which is weird.
Yeah, her name was Sarah as well.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, no, she was.
Sarahs are always giving us problems.
They do.
Suck it hard.
So, anyways, he does that every day. So, anyways, we're on our way out there. She's complaining the whole time about this guy. So when we get there, this guy is not even there.
Yes, luckily.
And the mom is like talking to her. I'm like, I ain't got time.
Ain't nobody got time for
I don't
that.
want to
Ain't
be
nobody
out
got time
here.
for that.
I don't.
You
Yeah.
gotta go pick my girlfriend.
We're all the way out to Marine City at this
I'm
point.
just like, I don't want to be there.
Chuck just got off an 8-hour shift and dropped off a girl who was going to become his girlfriend. So he's sexually frustrated. He's tired from work.
I just
The
don't want
last
to
thing
be
he wants
there.
to do is help
Didn't
anybody
we
do
go to Burger
anything.
King that night?
Hang on. Where
We're
the
getting
fuck are you
there.
ruining the
Alright.
story?
I know.
Sorry.
Don't even.
Interjecting. Hey,
We did
don't
not
we
have
Say,
Burger
you
King.
get one line.
We didn't have Burger King.
That's going to come later.
We didn't. We don't.
All right.
Are
We
you sure?
may or may
Did
not
not
have had
have
Burger
Burger
King.
All
So
right.
we'll
Spoiler
find out.
alert.
Spoiler alert. It might have happened.
We didn't though. So
Yeah, that's a story for another
we
day.
pack all the stuff into the van. Okay, pack everything in the van that she
Oh,
wanted.
yeah. We loaded the van.
So then she's talking to the. I guess she sees the guy.
So she's
She
talking
talked.
to him.
Yeah. Then I'm like pissed off. So I play some funny music
Mhm.
to keep me and Steve
Yeah.
happy.
That was awesome. We were playing old rap, or not old, but 90s, and late 80s, early 90s rap, which is awesome.
Like Jump, and
Jump.
we played
Old
the
Will Smith stuff.
history of rap.
Yeah.
The Shaggy,
Beastie Boys, all good stuff.
So when we finally get her in the car, we're taking her home, and she was living with her grandparents. One, she didn't know how to get back to her house.
Yeah, we had to kind of reroute ourselves there with the GPS.
So when we drop all the stuff there, her grandfather goes, "Well, we ain't got room for all this." I'm like, "I don't care. Sorry, sir, I don't care.
We have to
I
get
just
this
want the
stuff
fuck out of here."
Yeah.
So
And
she's trying to give me money. Now she's moving back in with her grandparents. Has no.
she's got
job.
like $20 to her name.
Yeah, I'm like, no, keep the money. I have a job. I'm fine.
I wound up slipping you $10.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to go. So I get my car, and he gets in the car. We just leave.
Yep.
I didn't say bye. I didn't care.
By the way, while this whole thing is going on, people are trying to call me because I'm supposed to work.
I
I was supposed to work at 4 o'clock. We left at 3:30. Did not know I was supposed to work. Tons of people called my phone. I'm going to say roughly 30 calls were made to my phone to try and get me to come into a shift that I wasn't coming into.
Plus texts. Yeah, a lot of texts.
A lot of text.
And then I get a call from Sarah saying, "Hey, you want to hang out?" I look over at Steve and said, "Should we go?" And he goes,
Ready for another adventure?
"Sure."
Of course, always.
So then our buddy from McDonald's told me about this thing at this place called Burger King.
Legendary.
That you guys did not know about Burger King. We did not tell you we went there.
That's right.
Yeah, no, but I hide it. That
we
there
hid it
is
so well.
120 flavors of drinks.
120 flavors of pop. Like different versions of pop. Like they
Yes.
have like Coke, Cherry Coke,
Coke,
Vanilla
lime.
Coke Zero,
lime,
Coke Point
Zero.
One,
It was great.
Coke and a half.
Yep.
Coke and
So
ice.
That was
we
awesome.
go
Smoking
pick her
pancake.
up
Bong the Blitz.
and we go to this place to eat, but we also went there just to drink the pop.
Yeah. That was the main reason we were like, we got to see this pop.
We do. So we drink the pop. I watched the entire game. We leave. We drop her off. That's where we really became bros.
Yeah.
From
We
that
had-
moment on.
it was an adventure. It lasted
Our
pretty much
first
all day.
adventure out of all the
First
ones that we've
adventure.
had.
All
We've
the
only known
adventures
each
to
other for a
come.
year and a half.
Yeah, and we've had a lot of adventures, become very good friends.
I just want to say I was really hungry that day, and I didn't eat anything.
Yeah, you should have ate something.
I know.
But I didn't want to eat anything.
Well, that's neither here nor there because that happened a while ago.
Yeah, that was forever ago.
I'm hungry right now. That's why
That was
I said
somebody
something.
that was some food that you used to eat.
All right, so
Anyway,
story I want to bring up. Mike. Looks like Harry Potter. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Again,
been
I didn't see it at
been
all.
into my brain that now Mike was pistol whipped at work.
Oh, we're talking about that now?
That's-
You were.
No. I want to bring this up.
because I want to hear the story.
No.
Yeah, let's
But-
do the story. Let's just do it.
I don't give a crap
Alright,
what you
do it.
people think.
That's cool.
Mike, tell the story.
Mike, would you please elaborate on your story?
Live the
of
story.
On my
again.
story.
the grandest. Do it in detail, man, beginning to end.
If it's,
I don't know. I mean, if it happened again tonight, I'm gonna be pretty pissed.
I know. All
Ready
right,
to
yeah,
go.
we'll get to that. All right, go from the beginning.
All right. January 28th.
He knows the
Dark
date.
A dark night.
Do you have
in
a time?
January.
Don't you fucking interrupt me. If you
Yeah,
want to tell me,
time.
you want me to tell the
I'm
story,
gonna
I'll
add
tell
in
the
little
story.
details. Dark
At
night in January.
11:58.7.
I'll do that myself. I don't need your help.
All right, keep going.
January 21st, about 1
Wait,
a.m.
21st, 28th.
28th. It was my
28th.
21st birthday.
Okay.
Literally on his birthday.
It was 1 hour into my birthday. I was 21 for exactly 1 hour. I was at work. I was alone. And I was enjoying an egg roll. One delicious ass egg roll. I heard the ringing from the door. It did not sound like that. It was more like a bell, jackass. Did not sound like somebody just kicked in my door. Just sounded like some people who came into my store. And I'm like, okay, well, I better put down this egg roll. And I turned around and gun in my face. It was exactly that.
All right, keep going.
Just turned around, there's a gun in my face. I'm like, oh, well,
Freeze.
I guess this is what we're doing today. I'm like, well, I better just back up and do nothing. And the guy's like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. He's like, all right, so get on the floor. So I got on the floor. I'm like, whatever. All I did was follow protocol. People keep calling me a hero. I don't understand it. Whatever. Follow protocol. Protocol is you do nothing.
Get on your knees.
What the hell is wrong with that fucking place?
Hey, shut up. We'll talk about that later.
Anyways,
Hang on, he's got to finish the story, man.
yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Just did
Sorry.
protocol. Just
Yep.
did what the guy said.
Down
Let
on
him
your
do whatever he
knees.
wanted to do.
Open up your mouth.
He starts messing with shit in the back room in the office where I was eating an egg roll, and he goes, "Where's the tape?" And I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about, dude?" And by now I realize he meant like security tape, but like there's no security tape. Everything's digital. It's all recorded in Ohio somewhere.
Yes, in Ohio.
So I'm like, I don't know. So he hit me in the back of the head, and I'm just like, "Did you hit me, or did you just like massage my scalp?" Because like that didn't feel so bad at all. And he's like, "I'm gonna ask you again, or I'm gonna shoot you." And I'm like,
No, you gotta play it up, man. He goes,
That's exactly what happened, Steve.
no. Hits Mike in the head. He says, "Hey, if you don't tell me where those tapes are, I'm gonna blow off your fucking head."
All right, anyways,
That is not what he said at
people
all.
want
He
to know
said,
the real story.
That's
Is this
his
the real story?
All right,
that
keep
the
going.
real story is, he said, "Tell me where the tape is, or I'm going to shoot you."
Spread
and I'm
your
like,
cheeks, lift your sack.
"Well, I get to." I don't know. I really don't know. It's like, well, he's going to kill me over the stupidest shit right now. I'm
Yeah.
going to die right now because I really don't know.
21st birthday.
Were you scared?
No.
No.
You
Are
weren't
you
scared?
kidding me? Do you know how many people tell me that? And I'm just like, well, I don't want to say no because then I just sound like a douchebag.
Yeah.
Sound like a liar. I really wasn't scared. I'm just following protocol, doing what I got to do. Just get your stuff and leave, okay? I don't
Yep.
care.
It's not,
So
you
he
got
hits-
nothing
he
to
hits
lose
me.
your life over.
He doesn't shoot me. I kind of figured he wouldn't. I'm like, you really want to go to jail for murder now?
Yeah.
Like, whatever. If I
Was
die
it a real
right here.
gun or was it?
What?
Somebody told me that it was a BB gun.
That's completely irrelevant. That's something
That's-
else.
that's
That's
something
later.
That's
It was a revolver. The guy had a revolver, a metal revolver, a real revolver. He hit me with it.
a real one.
A real one. I'm pretty sure. I mean,
Yeah,
I've been
real
around airsoft
bullets.
guns my whole life. I know.
All right. So what happens? He hits.
He
you.
hits me, and then he takes out these zip ties. He starts tying me up, and I look at my arm, and there's
He
a
ties
whole.
you up? That is so cool.
Did I not just say stop interrupting me? I'm not going to tell you this fucking story. I get a
Alright,
good
no
look at
more
my arm,
interruptions.
and I get a good look at the floor, and I'm like, that's a lot of blood. That better not be my blood. I'm gonna be pretty pissed.
Whose blood would it
And
be?
I'm just sitting there because I'm all confused and dazed. He just hit me in the head. I'm confused, and I'm just like, wait a minute. Why would he hit himself? It can't be his blood. There's only 2 people in this room.
It turns out Mike started his period on his 21st birthday.
It's like, damn it.
Damn it, this is a bad time.
This is my blood, isn't it? Damn it. So I'm just going along with it. I still, he hit me. I'm just like, you dick, but still, I don't care.
All right.
Like, whatever, take what you want and leave. I'm not
So you're
losing anything.
zip-tied and bleeding.
He zip tied me, and I'm bleeding out, and I still don't care.
All right. So what's in your mouth at this point?
I'm still eating the egg roll, by the way. I got a good mouthful of egg roll before this whole happened, and I'm just like, oh, this egg roll's fucking delicious. I'm bleeding everywhere, but this egg roll,
This
oh
is keeping
god,
me alive.
I love this egg roll. Drags me into another room, the room where we keep all the cigarettes and stuff.
So like the stock.
The stock room,
All
yeah.
right.
Drops a big bag on my head. Now, when I tell people he put a bag over my head, people just assume he, like a plastic bag, tried to suffocate me. They're like, oh my god, how did you survive? I'm like, no, he
He
didn't
put
do
a
that.
bla- he
Like a
tried to
tote
choke
bag.
you out.
Like
Yeah,
a tote bag
yeah.
filled with stuff. He just dropped it on my head. And I'm just like, you dick.
Well, that's because he probably saw what was in the parking lot and was like, we need to leave.
that's later. Again, stop fucking interrupting me. So they start filling stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, I could probably mess with my phone and call somebody, but if I get caught,
I know, right?
I'm gonna
You're
lose
dead.
that arm.
Yeah.
I better just sit here and enjoy this egg roll.
Yep.
That's exactly what I did.
All right.
They did their business. I ate that egg roll. I love that egg roll.
That girl got you through the
Oh,
whole
it was one
experience.
good ass egg roll.
All right.
So they take their stuff and they leave.
Okay.
I'm just laying there like, if I get up and they're still in the store, I'm gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
I better just lay here for another minute or so. I could probably just go to sleep right now. I mean, I'm sure somebody will find me, right? Like, somebody will know.
Yeah, somebody will see.
And nobody will blame me. He's like, oh, he just passed out on the floor. The guy just hit him. I'm like, yeah,
all right,
whatever.
Keep going.
I'm like, nah. I'm awake. I better not be a bitch about this. So I roll over, and I can see they didn't take all the cigarettes. Because that's where they were stealing. They didn't go in there for the money. They went in there for the cigarettes. They only stole Newports and Marlboro.
All right.
That was it.
They want
So
it.
if you wanted to buy some tourney, we got it. Like, out of everything, they could have stole just Marlboro, just menthol. That was it. And then they left, and I'm just like, well, I'm still zip-tied. I'm bleeding out. followed protocol so far. I should probably go push that alarm button. So I pick myself up, which is hard as hell because I'm zip tied. Of course, I got my hands tied in front of me, got my feet tied. But I managed to get up and hop my way to the front counter. I'm hopping like a friggin' rabbit.
So you could see, right?
What? Yeah, I could see.
Because he said he dropped something on your head. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they
Okay.
they didn't leave it.
I just,
They were putting stuff in the bag, and then they picked up the bag and left.
okay.
So I'm hopping around,
All right.
and I push the alarm button. And I'm just like, God damn it, somebody on the camera is going to see me doing this and just make fun of me, and I'm already pissed. So I start calling the cops, right? But it's like, I'm forgetting how to use a phone
Like,
as I'm doing. I'm dialing like every number except the 3 I need.
Maybe because
And then like I finally get it right. And it's like I forgot to hit the number to call out. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I finally give up because I could see in the parking lot there is a cop car in the parking lot. I'm just like, you've got to be kidding. He's got these guys. He already caught him. He knows. This is amazing.
Oh, my hero.
It's like, this is the perfect, like, the planet's aligning. Like, I'm so glad. So I'm just, like, trying to get his attention. I'm just waving my arms in front of me. I'm flailing like a freaking fish out of water. It's so stupid. I know it's stupid. I'm like, somebody is going to see this in the cameras. I'm doing some weird motion with my arms. And the guy finally sees me just doing some weird action. He's like, what the fuck's going on?
He's like, what's happening?
I can see the look on his face. He's like, wow, this is weird.
Like,
He goes to the front door.
He starts waving.
He's just
He's like,
"Hi."
hey, how you
no,
doing?
you didn't.
He drives away.
I'm making a motion, like trying to call him over. So he's like, oh, well, he must be in trouble. So he goes to the front door and he tries to open it. But apparently the thieves were smart enough to lock the front door.
Very smart.
Which only pissed me off more because I was like, God damn it, it's more hopping. So now I'm hopping around. I was like, oh, this cop's going to be watching me doing this. Now it's on cameras and people are watching me hop around the counter.
You know what
so
would have been
freaking
better?
stupid.
You like let the cop in and you just sit there on the floor and you're like, happy birthday
That is
just in
not
tears and blood.
It's definitely not what happened. So I open the door for the cop. I tell him what happened. He's like, whoa, slow down. So I tell him what happened. He's like, slow down in English.
It's not in English.
He didn't say that, but that would have been so funny. So I told him what happened. He got some scissors, helped me cut myself loose.
Turns out
Wait,
cop
he should
didn't
have cut
catch
you
the
loose
guys.
before you even had to tell him the story.
That didn't happen.
That's not the way those things
I
happen.
told him what
What a
happened. I
jackass.
opened the door and told him what happened before anything before he could say anything. I told him
Alright.
exactly what happened so he could do something about it.
All right.
So he cut me loose. I had to fill out a police report right there on the spot. I'm just like, I'm bleeding out.
Yeah.
All I want is my Mountain Dew and to finish that egg roll, please.
Yep.
It's like, no, you can't. That's evidence now. I'm like,
That's-
God
That's
damn it.
evident.
Did he
Really?
really
No.
say
Yeah,
that?
that's
way.
what happened.
You're
That
a
is what
fucking
happened.
liar. You're a
Egg rolls
fucking liar.
evidence.
So as I'm
That egg rolls evidence.
Should be
You're
like,
coming down.
Dude, at least buy me a new egg roll now, you asshole.
You're coming down.
Again, that's a little bit later. As I'm talking to the cop, one of my regulars pulls up to a pump. And this is one of the regular. If you're like a dedicated regular to Speedway, we will turn the pump on for you as long as we can recognize that it's you because we know you're not going to drive off. So one of the regulars is at the pump and he's trying to get my attention to turn on the pump for him. As I'm talking to the cop who has his back to the customer, so he doesn't see the customer. I see the customer. I'm just like trying to like make some sort of hand gesture. It's just like, no, go away.
Shoo.
So as I'm trying to explain stuff to the cop's seeing my hands. He's like, wait, so no?
No.
So what you're telling me is not true? I'm like, no. I'm the guy behind you. So the cop's just like, all right, well, this is fucking stupid. So he just goes outside. He goes, we're closed. Go away.
Our clothes go away. Leave now.
Clothes go away.
All right.
So eventually he calls in an ambulance. Ambulance
Story's
comes
so
in.
magic.
God, what
Like
an
in
asshole. You
trance.
should have called in the ambulance way before that.
Again, that's
that
not
blood
what
he
happened.
lost.
It's
What
not,
an asshole.
none of that happened. He couldn't call
Such a
back up.
jackass.
If Captain Hindsight was a real superhero,
Yes.
he'd be here right now telling me what you're telling me.
In hindsight.
Woulda, shoulda, and coulda. His magical
Shoulda,
sidekicks.
Yep.
So right now, I'm sitting in the ambulance now with 3 different guys, and they're all just looking at me as like, hey, buddy, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Can I please have my Mountain Dew? And they go, no. See, we just went in there to try and grab your coat, and these cops yelled at us because we're messing up the crime scene. So I'm like, you mean I can't get a Mountain Dew right now? That's all I want right now because I'm all shaky, like adrenaline bursting. Like Mountain Dew will calm me down.
Most people are like, I need some whiskey.
I
or
need something to
calm me
drink,
down.
you know,
You're like,
something, please, anything.
Just
Just
give
get
me
me
the Dew.
something to drink. And they're all like, no.
All right.
No, we can't.
All right.
So they're doing all this
So
stupid...
you're in the ambulance.
I'm sitting in the ambulance just like, this is so freaking stupid.
Alright.
I can't believe it. And they start asking me all typical questions like, when's your birthday? And I go, today. All three of them look at me and they're like, no fucking way.
No fucking way.
They're like, today's your birthday? I'm like, yeah, today's my 21st birthday. And they go, and nobody's bought you a beer yet? I'm buying you a beer tonight. I'm like, no, you're not.
been like, please.
You're going to tell me you are, but you're not.
Buy me a
Sure
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, just get me a Mountain
Just give
Dew.
me a Mountain Dew. All right. So then what happens? You're in the ambulance.
I'm in the ambulance. At this point, I'm the least serious person on the scene. I just bleeding out on the floor, got robbed at gunpoint, and I'm the one making jokes about all this crap.
All right. Well, naturally.
Well, naturally, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I deal with stuff. I make jokes about serious situations because I don't care enough.
All right.
So they start processing me, and I'm like, you know what? All things considered, better than my last job. All three guys, same time, exact same thing. Just like, you're friggin' kidding me. What'd you used to do? Like, shovel whale shit? And for people who don't know, I used to work with Steve at his McDonald's, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it as much as they do.
Oh, we don't hate it. We despise
We
it.
despise.
I absolutely hate it.
Again,
I quit.
if I am there when I'm 28, 28 is the cutoff age where if I'm still working at McDonald's, I'm gonna put a bullet through my head.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I quit that job. That's a whole nother story of how
I've
I quit,
lost,
because that was a huge traumatic thing.
At 28, I've lost all abilities to really make something of myself. I think that's just the point where I'm like, I'm gonna be a lifetimer McDonald's and
Store manager.
no more. I can't. I won't let it become that.
Hey, you can make some decent money.
I'll quit, walk out, and shoot myself so I don't
Hey.
have to say that I spent the rest of my life at
Again,
McDonald's.
Steve,
You
that's
can
all very
make- you can
depressing,
make
but completely
decent money doing
irrelevant.
it.
Dude, no.
You could.
So did you
Again,
ever get
rather
your
kill
egg roll?
myself. Anyway,
They start checking my
alright.
blood pressure, right? Like they would normally do a hospital
Okay.
thing. They check my blood pressure and they're like,
You're
"Holy
still in
crap."
the ambulance? At
Yeah,
this
I'm still in
point?
the ambulance. They start checking my blood pressure and they're like, dude, his heart rate is so freaking normal right now. Like, look at it, it's like 80. That's
Like, it's so.
that's- he's so freaking calm. How is he
he's
so calm
casual.
about this? I'm just like,
Like, are you high?
dude, how are you so calm about this? I'm like, I keep shaking. Can I please have a Mountain
Give
Dew?
me a beer.
All I want is my Mountain Dew.
My
So,
normal
so then
blood
they start
pressure
looking at
is
my
at
head, right? Because that's
15,000.
where I've been hit. They start looking at my head. They're like,
Uh.
"Well, I guess you might need some stitches."
Yeah.
What do you think? And they start asking me what I think, what
do you- what
what
do
my
you-
medical
Fucking
experience is.
see it?
Yeah, like I don't
fuck
know.
is
Is there
wrong
a
with you?
gaping hole in
They're
the
like,
back of my head?
how do you feel?
How do
Do you think you
feel?
need a hospital? I'm like, well, I mean, it's your job, right? Is it part of your job to take me to a hospital just to make sure? Like, even if it's nothing, it's still part of your job, right?
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, I guess it is part of our job. So you do want to see you do want to see a doctor? I'm like, yeah, yes, I want to see a doctor. I'm bleeding out everywhere. Just freaking do something. Don't just tell me like, yeah, you're gonna be okay, and then send me home. Like, what if I like pass out a week later? That's gonna be your fault, you retard. So we go to the hospital.
So you're at the hospital.
Same conversation with the doctors.
Dr. Smith. Wait, how many doctors were there?
I think there was like one doctor and 3 nurses or
All right,
something
so say
stupid.
Dr. Smith and
Whatever.
Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
All right.
Whatever.
Oh, we got the what they call it, Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, the Powerpuff Girls.
Cute.
So the doctor's like, "Hey, Mike, I heard you had an accident." I'm like, ha, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I fell down the stairs.
Yeah,
Oh,
We're
funny
gonna need some
story
nerve
after
stairs.
this
All
about
right.
that.
All right. So continue.
So they look at my head, they fix me up, and then...
Dr. Smith and the...
So did you get
Powerpuff Girls?
stitches?
Stop fucking interrupting me, goddammit. So they take care of my head. And they start doing all the same stuff they talked about in the ambulance, like getting my birthday, getting my other stuff.
And
They're
they
like,
still-
so
they
it was
keep
your
making the same
birthday? And I'm
jokes.
just like, oh, it's today. And they go, no way, you're a liar. And I'm like, yeah, it's today.
It's
So
today.
nurse slips me $20.
Really?
Yes.
Which one? Blossom, Buttercup, or Bubbles?
Blonde.
All right, so Buttercup or
Bubbles. Bubbles slips me
Bubbles,
$20.
all right.
I'm just like,
Good
oh.
job, Bubbles.
would.
I'm like, oh, well, you don't need to give me money. I have a job. And she's
Thanks,
like, no.
Bubbles.
I mean, happy birthday. I'm just like, thanks. Can I have a Mountain Dew?
Here's $20. My number's on the back.
Just like, can I have a Mountain Dew? And she goes, ooh, all we
Oh,
have
you
is
bitch.
Coke around here.
I'm
like, are you
some kind
kidding
of
me?
living hell? I'll give you this $20 to go get me a Mountain Dew right now.
So then they fix up my head, right?
Yeah.
They fix up my head, and I do some other stuff. I've been an art student my entire life. That's important for this next part.
Okay. Well, that's where you're a
Because-
graphic designer.
Yes. They left me alone in that room for like maybe a half hour. I was pretty bored. I'm like, I got an idea. I got this guy's head fresh in my brain. I'm going to draw a sketch of this motherfucker.
All right.
I draw an exact sketch of this guy.
Uh-huh.
Like, to the point, like, that image in my head where this guy's holding a gun to my face, draw it out perfectly.
Okay.
Give it to the cop. Just
All
like,
right.
that's your guy.
All right.
Now, the call to my parents was way funnier than the whole story.
Okay.
I intentionally did not call my dad.
Yeah.
Because, as all my friends know, my dad does not think about stuff before he does stuff. He's just... I knew immediately if he would have known, he would have just gone to the hospital and just, like, raised hell.
Yep.
For no reason whatsoever. So I called my mom.
All right.
I called my mom, and she's asleep because this is, like, 3 a.m. at this point.
Yep.
And I go, hey, Mom, I'm going to need a ride. Now, don't freak out. Now, this is the important part. Please don't freak out.
She's freaking.
I'm in the hospital. I need a ride home. Now, I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing. I was minding my own business.
Bullshit.
Eat my egg
And she's
roll.
like, come on, get to the point. I got robbed. And she goes, what? You don't think that's important? You should have told me that first. I'm like, now, see, Mom, this is why I didn't tell you that first. See how much you're freaking out right now? So I can hear her on the phone going down the stairs to get my dad. I'm like, don't, Mom, no.
Don't get Dad. Don't get Dad.
There's a reason I didn't call Dad. And the next thing I hear is, I just told your father and he just left. I'm like, no.
you bitch.
There's a reason I called you. There's a good reason I didn't call him. I called you. Can you at least tell him to get a Mountain Dew on the way here?
Please call them. Be like Mountain Dew.
And she's like, I don't know. We were going to go to the hospital together, but he just left.
Oh my God.
Like, Mom, why?
then-
I guess I'm going to call my dad, ask him to get a Mountain Dew on his way there. And I call my dad, and he doesn't answer his phone. Because, you know, if you call either of my parents at any time, they won't answer their phone.
Okay.
Especially when it's important.
Yeah.
At the most important time of your life, you cannot call my parents.
All right.
My dad gets to the hospital.
Uh,
We just standing in the lobby.
all right.
I have no idea why.
Wait, your dad's just standing in the lobby?
No, he's in the lobby. We're both standing in the lobby. Neither of us know why we're both just standing in the lobby. I'm just like, Dad, why are we just standing in the lobby? You're here. Let's go. It's like, no. We gotta wait for the officer. Like, what officer where? I already talked to like 50 cops today. It's like, what are we doing? It's like, oh, I guess that might have been why that guy didn't follow me here.
What happened?
Like, thanks, Dad. That makes so much sense. Can we just go home now? Can we just go back to riding bikes, please?
All right.
So I go home.
At what point do you text me?
Oh,
Because you text me.
as soon as I left the hospital, I texted you.
Okay, because I got the text and I was hanging out with my fiance and we're just like laying down.
Oh, no,
ready to go to
I
sleep.
texted you while I was in the hospital.
Yeah, and I
Right
didn't,
after I called my mom, I texted you.
I didn't look at my phone until about 4 a.m. and I look at my phone and there's a text from Mike in the hospital, got robbed. And I go, all right. I am like, all right, I gotta go talk to Mike.
Here's the text I get back because it pissed me off, Steve. The text you sent me back pissed me off. Steve texted me back, oh my God, we need to talk about this right now, and we need to record this. By the way, can you pick me up? And I'm just like,
I'm a real class act, man. What can I
you
say?
I just got robbed at gunpoint. You want me to go pick you up and bring you back to
I wanna
my
make sure
place?
my
I'm gonna have
buddy
to
was
drive
alright.
you home too. You know that?
I want to make sure my buddy was all right.
So you have to pick you up.
Yeah, I don't have a car.
Like, I was so mad. Like, I told my parents, I'm like, can you believe this motherfucker?
You believe
This
it?
motherfucker wanted me to go pick him up. And my parents were like, why do you even hang out with him? I'm like, I don't even know.
Hey, I was worried about my buddy. All right?
But yeah, I
Don't
did
joke
not
me.
get to enjoy the rest of my egg roll. Sad day.
What about your birthday?
I'm gonna
But
buy you a
I
new one.
did get to enjoy the rest of my Mountain Dew.
What about your birthday?
You got the Mountain Dew eventually.
I came back the next day, like that morning,
Uh,
where my boss is there, and we talked, and I got the rest of my Mountain Dew. I got it back, and my boss goes, you know, you got paid for the rest of that day. Oh, and don't worry about the Mountain Dew and the egg roll. They were free. I'm like, thank you, boss man.
thank you, boss man.
So after that, because this is leading up to a really funny joke,
All right.
me and my boss just start talking in the parking lot for like an hour. He takes a smoke break so we can talk about this. He's like, Mike, I'm so afraid you're going to quit. I'm like, dude, I ain't a quitter.
Yeah.
I'm a champ.
Uh,
This job is way better than McDonald's.
yeah.
I can't go back. So we're just talking forever. He starts telling me some story about they got 3 kids with pot and a BB gun, or an airsoft gun. It ended up not being those kids, any of them. Just a huge waste of time, really. So we get done talking. We walk back into the store, and then we see the new girl.
Yeah.
What's her name? Allison.
All right.
That redhead with a kid.
Okay.
And she goes, "Oh my God, you guys, you just left me here all alone." And I look at my boss and I go, "Yeah, I don't know what that's like."
Yeah, I don't know what that's like.
And my boss just loses his shit 'cause he's laughing so hard. And she is looking at me like she just made the worst mistake of her life just saying that to me. And I just went home with a smile on my face.
It's amazing. So that's the story.
That's the story of how I got robbed
On your birthday.
on
I
my
really want an
birthday.
egg roll.
Nobody bought me a beer. Not a single person who said they were going to buy me a beer bought me a beer.
I'll buy you an egg roll.
Now here's the thing.
I don't want an egg roll. I can buy
Wish this
myself an
would've
egg roll.
happened.
Whatever.
You do too. Don't you wish that guy that would have hit him would have had a thunderbolt on the back? On the...
Oh my god!
No.
If they would have left a
No.
thunderbolt, I knew I was gonna like if he has a scar on the front of
That
his
was
head,
another
you
text
would've
message I
killed
got from
yourself.
Steve.
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh
They
my
hit you in
God,
the front of the face.
did he hit you in the front of the forehead?" I'm like, "No, Steve, because if he did, I would have begged him to kill me.
Just please, I can't do this anymore.
I couldn't handle having a scar on my forehead with people calling me Harry Potter. I
Awesome.
couldn't do it."
Funny quick story. You brought up something about hospital. You
Hospital?
mentioned
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I love Scrubs.
All right. Scrubs is great, but no. This
Yeah, I
girl
like
I went
Black
to school with.
Scrubs.
Not really. I don't
Now,
like that show.
when we went to school, you had to do community service,
All right.
and
Unless you went to alternative school.
Well, okay. Anyways,
Shit, like this guy.
this one girl was doing community service at a hospital. She fell down the stairs at the hospital, sprains her ankle, hobbles to the front desk, goes, "I fell."
I fell
They go, "Where'd you come from?" She goes, "I've been helping out here the whole day."
upstairs.
She goes, "All right, well, I guess we'll take you to the get something to looked at." So she hobbles from downstairs to the front desk. She tells her this, and she gets a cast put on.
That's awesome.
I was at school. I seriously jumped up. I'm like, "Oh my God, yes!"
Where's a better place to
My
fall
teacher
down some
goes,
steps?
"What just happened?" I'm like, "No way! You got to hear the story." She tells my teacher. My teacher goes next door to Miss Vandermark, tells her the same exact story.
Oh my god!
It was
amazing.
great. Just knowing that you're working at a hospital and you get hurt at the hospital. Oh my God, it was
That's
great.
true.
I don't know what's so great about that, but okay.
You fell at a hospital while working with the hospital and you hurt yourself.
It's like
Best
filling
place
up,
ever.
It's like
getting
filling up
shot.
your car at a gas station.
Where would you wanna
if
get
work
shot
a
at?
gas station.
You'd want to get shot at a gas
That's
station.
actually not that
I mean, not
amazing.
gas station. You'd want to get
It's
shot at a
not.
hospital.
What?
You got shot. You'd want to get shot at a hospital.
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I mean if I
Because
got
that way
shot,
you could be like, all right, so, just get,
If you were going to get injured, a hospital would be the best place to do it at.
Yes.
yeah,
Unless, of course, there were weird circumstances. Like, a zombie apocalypse.
yeah,
Major
Or
fuck.
it's one of those horror movies where really
you're not at a hospital.
the doctor is just disassembling people.
Yep,
But, I mean, if you get hurt, that's the best place to be at. Is at a
pretty
hospital.
much.
So is that what's so great about this?
Yes.
I
Let's
mean,
shoot
if
at
you
a
get
hospital.
really badly hurt, probably the best place is a morgue.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's
just
cute.
like
Save
if you
a
get
trip.
shot in the face and you just fall in a hole,
Yeah.
then you're done.
You're pretty good.
You're pretty good.
Some dirt
That's
on
it.
top of
Saved your
yourself.
family so
you
much
ever watch
money.
the show Psych?
Yeah, of course.
The guy was bored. He worked in the morgue, and his dad was in the hospital. And he comes by with the bag. He goes, "He's asleep. He's not dead." He goes, "I know. I was just walking around the hallways with his bag." Later on, he's like, "He's not dead yet." He goes, "I know, but I was walking around with this bag."
That sounds like something I've always wanted to
I'm
try and
bored.
do. Like, go to an old person's home dressed as the Reaper.
Or,
Just like walk up to random people with a clipboard, like, no, not yet. You got about another week. You're not ripe yet.
I was watching that the show Scrubs
Mm.
that you're quoting, and the guy writes takes his toe tags, writes two-ish on it. And he goes, "You put a thing on him." He goes, "I put two-ish."
Two-ish.
You can't predict when they're gonna die.
Oh, it'd be so fun. What if they died at that very moment?
Then you get your own TV show.
Could you
I am become
could
death.
you get arrested for that?
For predicting somebody's death?
I mean,
You don't get arrested for that.
Well, you'd be a suspect.
you would
Oh,
be
definitely.
Yeah, if I was like, Mike's gonna die tomorrow, and you die tomorrow, somebody would be like, listen to this recording of Steven going, Mike's gonna die tomorrow, and everybody would be like, how did he know?
It was about
I'm gonna
you.
say that right now. If I die tomorrow, It's probably Steve's fault.
Probably
There's
do.
like a good 50% chance of that. I mean, it might be my
I'm
own
not
fault.
gonna lie. If you die anytime, I'm predicting it's gonna be Steve's fault.
Really? Because I would have thought myself to be the first suspect.
No, Steve.
I can't
That
do
or
this
somebody
anymore.
talking about Harry Potter. One of the two.
Yeah, that one.
This big muscular guy walks up to you and says, "You look like Harry Potter." You flip on him, and he's gonna kick your ass.
When
break
has
your
that
neck.
not happened?
What is it? Happens every Thursday, actually.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this was fun, but we gotta wrap this up.
At what time are we at?
Hour and 25 minutes.
Hour and
Whoa.
25 minutes. We recorded.
I'm
for
tired. I
a
want to
while
go to bed. We were going to do this at midnight. It's like 4 a.m. now.
And I gotta work at 8.
Yeah, that's true.
And I want an egg roll.
Good for you.
You don't
All
get
right,
an egg roll. That's
so-
my story.
I'm Chuck,
I'm Steve.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Sarah.
and this
This
was
was
life,
life.
and we're gonna see you guys next time.
All right.